So good morning everyone, this is Anna from Lexingby Journals. Thank you for joining me today. I am going to show you this new journal that I've just finished, which I've named Themed Spring, and tried to make it as happy and as green as possible, because spring is colorful but also very green. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a minute, but I'm going to tell you a few things about marbling paper. A few of you asked to some information about that, and as we are going through our session of papers, I've basically collected information, and which I thought would not be too much to listen to, but at the same time quite interesting to hear about. So I'm going to have to read a few things because I can't memorize everything. So basically what marble paper is, it's an aqueous surface design which can produce patterns similar to smooth marble or any other stone. Or other kinds of stone. They are the result of color that floated on either plain water or a solution known as size, and it is transferred to an absorbent surface such as paper or fabric. So basically that's what marble paper is, and I know all of you know what that is, but I just thought I'd introduce the idea first, what exactly it is. So marble paper was originally used to write with calligraphy as a surface. So it was used as paper to write on in the beginning. The first form of marbling in China, and it was in a scroll that was named Four Treasures of the Scholarly Study in China. And it had information on ink stick, inkstone, ink brush, and papers. So that's the first ever time that one encounters something similar to marbling. It wasn't exactly marbling, but it was something similar. And the paper was called Liu Sha Jian. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be pronouncing these very well. Meaning drifting sand or floating sand note paper. So isn't it lovely to hear this title, The Floating Sand and Flowing Sand Note Paper. And something similar later on was found in Japan on the 12th century, and that is, this paper was called suminagashi, meant again floating ink. And that was also the earliest marbling form in Japan, and that was in the 12th century in Kyoto. So floating colors were also used in Greater Iran and Central Asia in the 15th century. The art that was taken and used also in Turkey, and it was called Ebru in Turkey, and in Iran it was called Abrobad, cloud and wind. In 16th century Persia, Turkey as well, and in India, in the Mughal and Deccan Sultanate. And of course later on in India they used various new tools such as rakes, combs, and also finely prepared organic pigment and minerals. The Turkish tradition flourished in the 19th century. And so there were different types of marbling paper. In Europe, marbling arrived from travelers who had traveled to the Middle East, and they brought back these books that were a bit like almost like samples of different types of marbled paper, and they were called books of friendship. So that's what we have today as autograph books. They were called in Italian Alba Amicorum. In the Renaissance, the scientists were very attracted to this new method, and they wanted to try it and use it and write about it. A great scientist and a thinker that we know is Athanasius Kircher, and you know how much I admire him. And he published a book about marbling paper. A very extended work and description of marbling paper also appears in this French encyclopedia by Denis Diderot. So this is just an introduction to the history of marbling, and next time I will talk to you about the different types of marbling. I don't want to keep these videos too long, and I know people won't want to watch them if they're too long sometimes, so I think it's better if we just concentrate the information and talk about a little bit more other things next time. So you've got a bit of a history of marbling, and now I will show you the journal that I made. And here is spring, and I have used different elements. There's a noise in this room which I don't know what it is. I think it might be my chair. Every once in a while, the last few days, it goes, and I'm not sure what it is going on. It might be my seat where I'm sitting, and it's just the screws are a bit loose or something. Anyway, I'm hearing this noise. I'm not sure what is it. So here is so I showed you the book. Here it is, and it's very simple. Lots of green, and it's got a beautiful green color. People were remarking on the color a lot, and it is a mix of different greens and blues. So I just wanted to capture a color that I liked, and I kept mixing. So I'm not 100% sure I know exactly how to repeat this color, but I have a fairly good idea. I have some beautiful greens around at the moment, so I thought it would look nice. So let me show you inside, and I hope everybody's keeping well with all this that is happening. I think we've talked about it a lot recently in different videos, and I'm just going to say I promise that as much as if everybody's well here, I will keep posting videos and making books for everybody. The crafting community is doing their best to keep everybody busy and to keep everybody happy as much as possible. And don't think I am not going through the same worries that everybody is, and I'm getting my mini panic attack. I get anxiety, but I try to be positive as much as possible. So let's have a look at the journal. Okay, so here's the journal. There's quite a bit of gold on it, as it has become my trademark, so I thought so I use gold on this, and it brightens it up as well as it is the spring. There's a lot of green and blue here, you can see on the spine. I've left the spine clear. It's just lovely as it is, I think. Okay, you can see there are lots of green and black tails here from the sewing, and I've got quite a bit of lace as well. As you can see, the end papers are made of Lotka paper, stamped Lotka paper, very beautiful bright green with gold ferns and leaves. And I've left this clear for perhaps collaging or anything else one would like to add. And I have a lot of paper, downloads from Dot's Inspiration Shop, and I also have downloads from Nick the Boxsmith, and yes, I've also downloaded quite a few things from the internet, copyright free, and the Graphics Fairy. So there's a corner pocket made with this beautiful lace from handmade lace from New York. Quite a lot of space for writing, and here is this is like a double spread here on the paper, on the page, and it's nice because I think there's quite a bit of that going on here, and one can write little notes on the sides. Some of these papers have got plenty of space for notes as well on top of the images. I was thinking about that idea. It's actually quite fun, and you can see quite a lot of this paper, coffee stained paper here, and there's some more beautiful imprints of leaves here, flowers. See, the coffee staining is really great. Some stamps, and this is really nice. This is from a book on the medicinal properties of herbs. This is beautiful here, from an old book, a plate. There's a bit more here. Again, quite a lot of space to jot down notes. And it's quite a lot of blank space as well, tea-dyed paper for one's journaling or mixed media. splashing there. Tea dyed again here. It's some interesting effects. This is from beautiful scrapbook paper here. Rackham image of a little girl with an elf. And this is a collage I made for this journal. Quite a lot of sewing there, as you can see, and I have used some washi that I printed from the Graphics Fairy. Bit of greenery. There's some Indian sari silk, and this is a beautiful imprint of flowers here, you can see, on Lotka. Stamps here. Mushrooms. There's quite a lot of images here on this book. Some corner pocket here. Another corner pocket here. Snail. There's a corner pocket here. And another flower plate, a red poppy. Scrapbook paper. It's come out really nicely as well. So I've mixed images, downloads and scrapbook paper and all that, and it kind of blends in really beautifully. This is also the part of the scrapbook paper, the other side, and this is a downloadable. There's another one of my downloads here. Corner pockets. This is beautiful. It's got a map. Very natural, very much a naturalist's image here. There's a leaf here. Adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience. I think this page is beautiful. This layout. And another little tuck spot. Oh, I missed a page, I think, here. There's another beautiful page. Beautiful downloads there. The dog's inspiration. Sure. This is a poem from Nick the Booksmith's Downloadables. It's lovely. And this corner here. Interesting tea coffee imprint here, and finally here some woods and the end. So I hope you enjoyed the flip through. I hope you enjoyed this video. This journal will be up on Etsy tonight, UK time 8 PM after that. So take care and stay in. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.